Operation Status Quo. Operation Status Quo. Prepare to engage. Operation Status Quo. Ready to engage. Operation Status Quo. Engaged. Engaged. Hello to you, my people, the beautiful people of the world. It's a Monday, happy, lucky, feeling good on a Monday. Don't you feel good on a Monday? I feel good on a Monday. Hello and welcome to Operation Status Quo. I am your user-friendly host, P. Palma, and welcome. Today is the 24th of April in the good year 2023. And here on Operation Status Quo, as you well know, we observe the status quo, and then we learn to flow with the quo. And of course, we create our own flow of quo if we have to, don't you know? Because some of those flows of quo just don't go the way we need to go. Okay? You know, and our world is a crazy, upside down, topsy-turvy place. But that's why we're here, and that's why Operation Status Quo is engaged, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, it's about feeling good. It's about bringing people together. It's about being a community. It's about loving each other. It's about not being afraid of all the bullshit that's going on in the world and all the crap they try to shove down our throats. What I just saw today, I guess is happening today. It just was released that Tucker Carlson is no longer with Fox. So I wonder what's going on there. But, you know, you can't believe any of that stuff. It's all like, you know, that mainstream media stuff is all crap. And so I wouldn't get too tangled up in that. Maybe Tucker will start his own network now, right? The Tucker Carlson network, and he can do whatever he wants to do. Maybe he wants to get out of Fox before they all go to jail for quote unquote lying about the Dominion voting machines, causing a panic and people believing supporting election deniers. You know, even though all our elections basically been fixed, like, you know, for I don't know, probably as long as any of us can remember, they've all been fixed. But I know most of the goody little people out there. I love you people, and I know you just believe that we have a beautiful system of democracy, and you go into the booth and push your button and your vote counts and all that stuff. I know you believe it. I know you do. But anyway, here on Operation Status Quo, you know, like I say, we observe what's going on in the world, and we don't get attached to it. We chuckle. We chuckle because it's merely a reflection of our own internal strife, really. It's a projection of what's going on out there, and the more that the world is fighting against each other, the more we're fighting against ourselves. So let's live in peace and be peace and create peace, and you know, a little peace for me and a little peace for you, and we can all enjoy life together. All right, so today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is called Fotomat That. Do you remember Fotomat, by the way? The old little stops. I mean, this is crazy because, you know, especially in the 80s, I mean, I remember those little shops being everywhere, and you would drop off your little film. I was big into taking pictures. I loved taking pictures. I had a couple cameras, and I would just go through, you know, pictures like crazy, you know, and so I was always getting pictures developed, and even as a kid, you know, whatever, over to Fotomat and blah, blah, blah. And of course, you know, the Photomats have long since shut down, especially with all the digital camera and everything. But it was pretty neat times when you think about it back then. That was a big business. You know, I remember even when I worked at Kmart for a while in a retail store when I was in my late teens. I guess I started there around 16, 17 and worked there until I was about 19. Anyway, and they had the film developing, you know, section in the back. I was just remember you bring the little cartridge in, they put it in the little envelope, and then you come back. You can't wait a couple days. You come back and you see how many blurry pictures you took. At least now with the cell phones and everything, you could tell right away which ones you have to delete. So, and you don't let anything, personal or private slip into the wrong hands. But anyway, so Fotomat That, ladies and gentlemen, because I found something neat on, scrolling through MSN that was talking about mysterious photos that cannot be explained by scientists. So, of course, I don't know how much we want to trust what a scientist can and can't explain. Anyway, they couldn't even get the darn virus right. So there you go. Trust the science. But of course, they're wrong about all that crap. Only trust the science that behooves the pharmaceutical companies, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only science. Hey-o. So we're going to do it a little differently here, Tim. I'm going to pull up this screen, and here we go. Oh, and there it is. Mysterious photos that even scientists can't explain. Yeah, I figure what's the purpose of me looking at these photos and telling you what they are, and then you have no idea what's going on, right? So I'm better off here if I could just do this and actually show you the pictures so we can look at them together and talk. So here we go. The first one. This is an unidentified light on Mars. Let me show you this picture here. Look at this. So, and I laugh at this because the scientists can't explain. I'm going to pull it up on my phone too, so I can read the little captions. NASA's Curiosity rover recently captured a mysterious image from the depths of Martian desert. In the photograph, a strange light can be seen emanating from the far side of the valley, leaving everyone on Earth perplexed. But of course, if you go back to go watch my show Phony Globy, and then you start realizing that the Earth is basically flat. Anyway, well, I don't say that per se because I don't know 100% whether it's flat or not. But I do know that we're basically lied to, and as far as like what's really going on out there. And this picture, let me go back to it. I apologize. I brought myself back to me. But, you see there in the background, that little light, it's probably, I don't know, it's probably the Domino's pizza guy on his way to come deliver the pizzas to the crew down there trying to pretend that they're filming pictures on Mars. All right, let's see what the next one is. And the next one is, oh, yes, this one was the big snake. Look at this in Australia. Let me go over here. I'm doing this kind of in two ways. So this unbelievable 80-foot-long monster spotted off the coast of Australia. Australia is home to one of the world's most dangerous creatures, to some of the world's most dangerous creatures, I should say. But what lurks beneath the surface of the waters may be even more terrifying. This was a French photographer here who had an unforgettable experience. This is in 1964, this photo that you're looking at, when he captured a stunning image off the coast of Queen's Island, an enormous snake-like creature, estimated to be up to 80 feet in length. So there you go. That's pretty something, isn't it? Unbelievable. So, you don't want to be, you see that little guy in the boat in the background. So you don't want to be caught on that. That's for sure. Okay. Let's see here. Am I doing okay on my stream? If you guys are getting a little buffering, let me know. It seems like I got good stream health, but every once in a while, YouTube seems to contradict that. So, okay, here we go. Next one. What we got here next? What is this one? Let's see. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is unraveling the mystery of the Black Knight. Oh, you can see that there if you're looking at the picture at the bottom. I guess kind of in the middle, towards the left a little bit, that black spot there. That's supposed to be, it's funny because that's a picture of this thing, hovering past Earth. And doesn't that picture make the Earth look kind of flat as opposed to like a round globe? It doesn't look like a globe kind of picture. But have you ever heard of the Black Knight? This mysterious object has been orbiting the Earth for years, but no one claims ownership of it. Scientists believe that the satellite transmits strange signals to our planet, leaving many to speculate that it's alien technology used to observe and spy on us. Could the Black Knight really be extraterrestrial life? Well, we may never know, is what they say, but I'm sure they already know what that is. It's pretty interesting to if you've ever seen it, if you've seen, like they showed it before, it looks like a long cylinder type thing, and it looks like metallic. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, so there you go. Scientists can't explain it, most likely because scientists don't want to explain it. So, let's see what else we have here. Oh, that's an ad, so we'll skip that. Oh, that's Bigfoot. There's a picture back there in the background. They're saying a picture of Bigfoot, and a lot more has been coming out with the Bigfoot. So you have to wonder what's going on out there, if Bigfoot's finally going to come to fruition. And just like that picture that we looked at the snake back there, maybe that snake is the Loch Ness Monster. And maybe we can have, like, remember when they used to do the whatchamacallit, the celebrity boxing and stuff, and they had like the guy from Brady Bunch fight whatever, and they had what's her name, Tanya Harding, fight somebody. So maybe they can do the same thing to get the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot together. We have these like legends like compete and see if they who's really the best legend. All right, let me go back over here to our pictures. What do we got next? Oh, okay, this is the Northern Lights or something like that. I saw this one too. Let me go over here, and because I don't want you to have to see all this what I'm reading. Let's see here. Witness the unsolved mystery of the sky. This is the the Hessdalen lights. Hessdalen. I guess that's Hessdalen. I apologize for my potential ignorance because I don't know everything either. Quite honestly, I don't know much about anything. That's why I'm always encouraging you, the people, to come be part of the show so we can have someone with a voice of reason speaking. But the mysterious lights of Norway are a sight to behold. Have you heard of the Hessdalen lights? Well, obviously I haven't because I could barely say the word. These lights have been a mystery since they first appeared in the Scandinavian sky in the 19th century. So appearing roughly 20 times per year, these mysterious lights have been studied extensively by scientists, but the cause behind them remains unknown. Well, I mean, the cause behind them probably remains unknown again because they don't want to tell us what the real cause is. I mean, if they told us real science and real truth about our world, then things like this would be exposed, and in the meantime, we got to just believe that we're on some spinning globe. We're just lost in space, with no chance of any help from anybody. It's just us and us against the world. You're going to live, you're going to die. There's no anything, and that's it. But you see a picture like this, I mean, look at that. Look at those lights through the sky. I mean, it's funny because living here in the United States, in this area, I've never seen anything like that. And I think if I looked up in the sky tonight and saw that, I'd be thinking that we were under heavy invasion for sure. All right, what we got next here? Oh, what's this one? Oh, the apparition in the background. See that? This was the guy sitting there, and there's an apparition in the background. Unseen specter captured in prayerful moment. In a moment of deep contemplation with prayer, an unsuspecting woman was snapped in the photo by an unknown observer. When the photo was developed, the photographer was stunned to discover the figure of a ghostly apparition in the background. So, I guess the ghost was there, saying an extra prayer, saying, listen, Lord, for God's sake, I've been dead now 60, 70 years. I've been saying my Hail Marys. I've been saying my Our Fathers. And for God's sake, the act of contrition, I'm saying everything. What do I need to do for forgiveness? Can you take me home, Lord? Why am I still stuck here in this pew? Why? I know. It's okay. So hopefully they said a good prayer and they're back on the other side now. If not, maybe they just like to stop in from time to time. Because again, all our life is really just one energetic moment. So there really is no separation. So, really this picture could be taken and it was like on two different timelines. Who knows, So anyway, let me go to the next one. Oh, and here's another one. This elderly woman here was taken, her picture was taken, and that figure you see looming above her, the man, was actually her husband that passed away some like 13 years prior and said to still be there watching over his wife. And so that's beautiful. Now, I don't know, personally, if I got my picture taken, then I got it developed and then saw like my passed away spouse like lurking behind me, I might get a little nervous personally. I mean, I don't know, like, why am I being stalked? It's like, listen, I mean, we had a great relationship. I love you. I don't wish you to be gone, but unfortunately you did pass away. I have other things going on in my life now. For God's sake, do you have to hover over me and stalk me from the other side? You're going to tell me there's nothing better to do on the other side except to stalk me? Why? I gave you the best years of my life. I'm old. I got nothing left. What do you want? Go. Just go. I'll see you when I die. Hey-o. So, all right. What's next? Let's do some more. This one is a good one. This, Goggles and Jesus. I'm going to scroll this up so I can read it here and not to go back to my phone. Have you ever looked at something so strange and surreal that you rubbed your eyes and looked again? That's exactly in the case of this perplexing photo that has left us scratching our heads. A bus full of passengers wearing goggles is stuck in a flooded street with Scuba Steve running on water like Jesus. So there you go. I mean, I don't understand why this is so perplexing. I mean, he's got, he's probably athletic. He's got the flippers on. He's able to mitigate what's going on there and skip across the water. He's just light on his feet. That's all, people. It's not that complicated. Oh, they got another commercial. Oh my God, with these commercials. Oh, we got here. Oh, here we go. The truck up in the tree. Now, what did they say about this one? Because I don't think I read this one. And there's a lot of these, so I don't know if we'll do them all because I don't know how long put some comments in the comments. Are you with me? Are you watching? I mean, like, are you interested? Tell me something, for God's sake. Is he showing off his superpowers? He stands confidently, a smug look on his face as he surveys his bizarre accomplishment. There, stuck high in the tree, is a pickup truck. How did it get there? Did the man in front of it use supernatural powers to make the impossible possible? Well, what I really think is, not for anything, you don't know the scale. That tree could be way back. It could be a little Matchbox car up there. It could be, could even be maybe like a cardboard cutout of some sort that they put up there. Like, I don't think that there's probably really a truck up in the tree. And if the truck was up in that tree, does that tree look strong enough to hold the weight of the truck like that? I mean, I really don't know. And the truth is, if it is your truck and you did put it up there, it's going to be a problem now, right? I mean, I don't know if you have to pay for parking or how it works, but you're stuck up there. I don't know. Either way, you got to get the tree down. You got to get the truck down, and what goes up must come down. I would think it might be a little harder to get it down. I don't know. Who the hell cares? Let's go to the next one. Oh, what we got here? These are the from weather balloons to UFOs, unraveling the mystery of the 40s and 50s. Yes, that time was marked by deep imagination and fascination with the possibility of extraterrestrial life. A photo published in the Los Angeles newspaper presented a compelling case with searchlights all zooming in on one object in the sky. So this has been going on. I mean, wasn't Roswell or whatever like that was the 40s, right? So, I mean, this has all been going on, people, and I love it when they say scientists can't explain it. And when, they can explain whatever they want. They just don't want to explain it. It's plain and simple. Otherwise, they would just tell you what the hell's going on. Here, this is a picture supposedly of is it a woolly mammoth? It was some sort of dinosaur, right? For centuries, we believe dinosaurs were extinct. This is like during the Civil War. This picture was taken. It looks like there's some sort of dinosaur type creature that they may have slaughtered. I guess they felt that it belonged to the Indians. They were still, I know the Civil War was going on, but, in the meantime, we still had to kill Indians so we can take more of their land. So, it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. All right. What's next here? There we go. A lion on a leash. Man walking the street down the street. I don't think this one needs much explanation. I mean, how long do you think it takes for that lion to say, like, all right, listen, I mean, I'm letting this go for now, but, about 5-10 minutes, I'm going to have to seriously bite your legs off, I mean, like, I don't know. It's a very nice lion. I appreciate it, that the lion's being so nice. I hope he's got a harness at least, so he's not choking the lion with the, with the leash. We want to try to be kind to the animals if we could. Okay. What's next here? This is a guy from, an unforgettable alien encounter. The strange case of Stefan, I don't know, Michalak. You're looking at it. You tell me how to say the damn name. The idea of UFOs has captivated people across the world for centuries. While many have claimed to have encountered them, very few people have tangible evidence. But this guy you see here, and you can read as I'm scrolling down, has also physical proof. These marks on his stomach. I guess, although, what I really think, just from looking at this, I don't think he was abducted by aliens. I think the man accidentally was cooking waffles for breakfast, and he accidentally dropped the waffle iron, on his stomach. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. He just was a little too hasty, and it flipped over, it went up against him, and boom, now he's got a waffle iron chest, and he's kind of, stomach, and he's a little embarrassed to say so. So what's he going to do? He decides to go ahead and say that he was attacked by aliens. All right, next. That's another commercial. It's another commercial. Oh, there we go. Look at this. A 15-foot mummified finger. A 15-inch mummified finger. And, for anybody who follows, you can read that there while I'm talking. For anyone who follows some of that stuff about how our, the truth of our civilization before us, they do say that there were giants, and basically even the stuff like, with dinosaurs and blah, blah, dinosaurs are not supposed to really be real either. The same thing with like oil, like everybody says, oh, we're running out of oil because oil, came from, the fossils or whatever of the dinosaurs. And that's not even, like, the earth actually produces its own oil. It's another thing that's kind of limitless like everything else. But, the lies that they tell us. But here you go, a 15-inch mummified finger. So that goes to show you that there had to be something here on this planet that was large enough to have a hand that would have a 15-inch finger. Because if I had one 15-inch finger on one of my hands, it would be quite cumbersome for the rest of my life, I would have to say. And I wouldn't want to pick my nose or my ear with that finger because that would probably cause catastrophic damage. But there are a lot of discussions of giants that were here and the trees that were how huge they were. They found so much evidence of items like that how much larger the same things were. And it's because of, like, I think some of the thought process of it was, I don't know if it was because of how our consciousness was more expanded, or because of the atmosphere, different things. There's a multiple of aspects that we were able to grow larger beyond, and we're more confined now because of our level of consciousness and such. But anyway, so just stuff to consider. You can look this up on your own. I'm not forcing anything down your throat. Mysterious spaceman captured on film. This guy taking a picture in this little. This is probably another one of those things where they were trying to do a fake NASA whatever, and this is like the kid, one of the astronauts or fake astronauts kids, and they just got a little photo going, but they want to make it look like have you ever seen a seemingly unremarkable picture? I mean, it's not really that unremarkable. I mean, like, you're just saying that like anybody could be there, right? I don't know. Taking the photo, the girl's father was certain there was no one else around, but when he developed the film, he noticed a space traveler standing beside her. So could this be a lost astronaut or someone up to mischievous antics? That's crazy. I mean, it doesn't look that, the picture. I mean, they make it like, it's easy to say, I could take a picture right now and have 6 people behind me and go, oh my God, I took this picture and I knew nobody was here. Where'd they come from? So, that's funny. I love MSN because it's such bullshit. Mysterious woman on a lighthouse. Who is she? I guess this woman here would appear on the lighthouse, and, she's some sort of specter. I don't know. Like, I don't know why they just didn't go there. Like, if you see her there, they says, like, we've all heard stories of the lighthouses. This particular lighthouse left people puzzled for years, with people claiming to have seen a girl standing on its ledge. So, I mean, why have people just not gone there and see whether she's there or not? Maybe she's just a squatter, maybe maybe she's got some mermaid family, that she's hoping that'll come home. Who knows, but they make it like it's mysterious. She's sitting there. Well, go over and talk to her and ask her why she's there. What's so mysterious about it? All right, what's next? Oh, these dogs here were trained to, let's see. Have you ever seen a group of dogs that seems to be obeying commands from one particular pup as if he is their leader? This is a truly bizarre sight to behold, and even more so when you witness a soldier saluting the pack. So I guess this dog here stood up and the other dogs say, hey, how about you smell my ass, right? I mean, that's basically what they're saying. They're saying, thank you, appreciate you being here. Now sniff my ass. Science can't explain this. Fotomat that, All right, let's see here. What's next? Anything good? Okay, this is an interesting one. If you look at this picture, there's an extra hand in the picture. I know you can't see my mouse when I do this, so it's a shame because you can't see my mouse. I wonder why it does that. Why can't it see my mouse? But there's if you look to the left, you got the one kid, right? I guess maybe he's giving the finger or something. Maybe that's why his hand is blurred out. Then you got the other hand on the shoulder, right? So of the kid next to him with the Yankees hat. And then you got the kid with the tongue sticking out, and you figure the one hand is around the shirt with the kid with the black shirt, around his neck. And again, with the Yankee hat, the other hand's around that neck. And then, the other arm's hanging down of the kid with the gray shirt. And then the black shirt, the one kid's up with the 2 pinkies and his other arm's hanging down. But then what is that next to his ear? It's yet another hand is what they say. I mean, it doesn't look like a hand to me in this picture. I mean, maybe it needs to be blown up more. I mean, it looks like I don't know. It doesn't even look like a hand. It looks like a claw or something. So who even knows what the hell it is? Who even knows what the hell it is? But either way, there's an extra hand. And, of course, it could be the pollutants in the water and in the air and everything else. That's probably, making kids grow extra hands. You see all these kids developing their, these girls now, they grow up. They got full breasts by age 6, because all the hormones in the food. God knows what the hell's, going on there. Oh, here we go. There's another one where they say these orbs were following them, basically. So beware of the lurking figure. And, but they say that they were walking and didn't realize that these orbs were floating behind them. I think that's kind of, that's one of those things. You take pictures, some people say their orbs in the pictures are just, light refraction, although I do feel it could be other stuff, but I don't necessarily feel in this particular case these people were being chased by orbs. But although, now that I'm looking at this picture again, now that I'm looking at it right now, all the way to the left, and the one orb, it does look like a person around it. You see that? There's like a head, and you can see it looks like a body. It does look like that, huh? So maybe, and I can't tell that with the other two orbs, but the orb all the way to the left, I can see that. So maybe, just maybe, that they were being followed by some specters, maybe some lost relatives, or maybe they used to be people who used to rob people in a past life, and they just wanted to, try to track somebody down the street. Like, oh, we used to always jump people in the street and rob them. So at least we can follow them and try to live up to it a little bit, even though we're dead. Okay, here we go. Look at this picture. This is an interesting one. They feel this like a time traveler. You see everybody here in the picture, and if you look all the way to the right, the man with the sunglasses, like the third person in to the left in the back row there, all the way to the right. He's got the sunglasses. He's got a different outfit on that is not clothing of that time. He's holding a little camera in his hand. So, and this was supposed to be, where did they say this was? This was, something was going on. It was the opening of the South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia. So it was an opening of a bridge, and perhaps it was a time traveler who wanted to go back and see the opening of the bridge. Maybe somebody who knows that it was great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather built the bridge, right? So maybe it's something like that. Who knows? All right, here we go. What's this one? In the background of this painting, they're saying there's like a UFO up there behind, if you see up in the right in the corner. And again, UFOs and all that, everything's timeless, is what we say. So it's not like anything new. It's been around, and I'm sure they did know that. I mean, you saw, what was it, Michelangelo or whatever? He drew the pictures of the submarines and the helicopters before, quote unquote, we had them. But really we did have them because, all time is one. The technology is endless. And anyway, again, all our true essence being hidden from us. Here we go. An elephant up in a bird's nest, and I guess it's probably not a bird's nest anymore. Now it's an elephant's nest, and maybe the elephant has some bird DNA, and thought to himself, I'm always walking around the ground. I always got to lift my trunk up into the tree to eat and stuff. So why not just build, a nest up there? I can eat right off the branches. I can sit in the nest. It's nice up here. I got a breeze. I don't have to worry about the lions. So something like that. Science can explain that. Science can make up anything they want. Here we go. This one says a horse went into a building and attacked a man. Let's see what it says. What happened before this photo was taking its head-scratching mystery that has us all wondering. The scene of a crime, the ATM vestibule with a horse standing in the center of it all. How did it get there? And why is someone lying on the ground? I don't understand why this is so complicated. Like, they take this picture and they make a big thing out of it. I'm sure you can just go look into it and find out what's going on, right? All right, let's see. Let's skip through. Oh, here we go. There's another picture that was taken, and then you see the guy to the left hanging upside down in the picture. Of course, he wasn't there when the picture was taken, they say. So it's just another specter. A lot of these specters jumping into pictures. There's another Bigfoot. Got another Bigfoot, right? Science can't explain it. And how about this watch? What is this one about? Unlocking the mystery of a 400-year-old timepiece. Chinese archaeologists stumbled upon an incredible discovery while exploring an ancient tomb. A tiny piece of jewelry sealed shut for 400 years. The timepiece was locked at 10:06. Intriguing researchers and conspiracy theories alike. I wonder why. Why is it a conspiracy? The back of the watch was inscribed with the word Swiss, suggesting it may belong to a time traveler. What secrets does this miniature relic hold? Well, we'll never know, as they say. But look at that cute little watch, huh? It's a nice little collector's piece if you like watches. All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. This one is about unsolved mystery on Mars. What made the rocks appear? They show it here on day 3528 compared to mission day 3540, and you see the difference in what they're showing. This rock, I guess. It's so funny because it's not, that's what's so crazy about this. I love it because, it's not on Mars. You don't go to Mars. It's not like that. It's not how it works. It's interdimensional planetary, All right, let's just do, what is this? Let's do one more. The Lingering Soldier. What's this one say? The remarkable story of Freddie Jackson, a mechanic in the British military during World War I, continues to captivate the world to this day. On the day of his funeral, a remarkable photograph was taken of his squad. Upon closer inspection, an eerie figure of a man could be seen lurking in behind the soldiers, believed to be Freddie himself. So let's see, where's Freddie? Where is he? Lurking in the background of the picture. I guess they blew it up there in that section, saying he decided, he wanted to get in on this picture too, right? let's see what else we got. Oh, now this one here is an interesting one. They're saying this woman, right? She was a mysterious death. Have you ever heard of this? Elisa Lam? I don't know. Never heard of it. But she was found in a water tank of the hotel she was staying in. This is the last images that were taken of her. They say that she ran into the elevator kind of frantic. I mean, I don't know. She doesn't look so panicked in these pictures, but they say she looked panicked. And then she was reported missing, and then they found her in the water tank. Oh, yeah, they only found her, they said, because other people in the hotel were complaining that the water tasted like shit or something. So they checked out the water tank, and she was stuffed in there dead. So I don't know. I guess all I would say on that one is pay your water bill. You know, if you're at a hotel, don't take extra long showers. You know, save hot water for somebody else, because otherwise you get chased into an elevator and then you end up dead in the water tank. Here's a guy playing guitar hanging by his neck. Right? That looks pretty nice. Would you, I don't know. I mean, I like to play guitar. I play guitar myself. I would like to be able to breathe while I'm doing that. I'm not looking to exercise while I'm playing guitar, so I'm not sure he wants to get his core workout in and jam out a couple songs. But scientists cannot explain this. That's why I like photos that mysterious photos that scientists can't explain. They can't explain it. Here we go, in a tree. There's the tire around the tree. But the truth is, you can plant the tree small and then put the tire there and let the tree grow up out around it, you know, or you can trim some of the branches down so the tire fits over it and then it'll grow back out. I don't really think this is much of a mystery, but again, we are on MSN, ladies and gentlemen, so we have to dumb it down for the general population. Let's just do, we got just 41 of these. Here we go. We'll skip through these kind of quick here. Look at this one with the guy trying to climb up in there and he's stuck in there. A photo. Yeah, here's what science can't explain. How's this guy dumb enough to get himself stuck in there like that? Come on, man. It's like you go in, you realize you can't kind of fit. Oh, let me just go a little further. I really can't fit. Maybe if I just go a little further. Next time you want to conquer the swirly ladder, sir, you go on the outside, okay? Go on the outside of the swirly ladder. Here we go. We got tigers taking a dip. They say this is kind of unbelievable because, generally the cat species does not like water, but apparently these guys do. I mean, it is nice, especially if it's hot out, you get a little dip and you catch a little soak, get cleaned off a little bit. So it's nice, and honestly, this would be a great way because especially if you have tigers as pets, right? You keep them in there, you put a bunch of fish in there with them so they can hang out, they can eat the fish. You're not worried about, where they are. They're not eating you. They're not eating your dog, So, I mean, it is kind of practical overall, even though, oh, look at this one. Unbelievable pile of chairs. So look at that there. And they piled these chairs, I guess, between these buildings. I wonder how they did that. Maybe they just threw them out of the, what it says, we don't know where they all came from or how they piled so high. None of them look broken, so it's not a chair graveyard. Perhaps they're waiting to be sold at a secondhand furniture. I mean, what? They don't know how the chairs got there. I mean, either people threw them out the window or just they made it, they probably said, come on, everybody bring a chair. We're going to piss off the people who live in these buildings. It's just piled chairs between these buildings that nobody can see outside. Although I will say the good part of it is if you're passing through that area and you feel like you need to sit down, you're not going to have a problem. All right, we got a few more. Oh, here we go. What do they say about this one? A new way to travel. The human wheelchair. I guess, this is just a stunt. I don't know why they're... Have you ever seen a person use as a wheelchair? You may have seen manual wheelchairs or electric wheelchairs, but a human one? Well, these two ladies must be on their way to the circus. The one in stripes looks like a contortionist. Yeah, so there you go. Obviously, this is a prank there, but... honestly, it looks kind of like, if you do that, that's two females, I say, but if they do that male and female, that might be a fun way to ride in a wheelchair. That wheelchairs might not be all bad. Got the right people. All right. Oh, this picture here is pretty cool. This is 1928. Now, it's hard for me to see. Maybe you could see it better, but they're saying this woman here is walking. This is 1928, and the woman has a cell phone and is using a cell phone. So if you could blow this up a little more and possibly see, but that is pretty interesting to see cell phone there. And again, I say this, because all time is instantaneous. They've had all these technologies since the inception. So everything that's kind of, it's all kind of bleeded out to us little by little to make us think. But the truth is, basically the technology is timeless. So I know we think we just got the iPhones and all that, the cell phones, but it's actually timeless, so it's pretty interesting. Let's see here about the pyramid in space. Check out what appears to be a mysterious pyramid in this image taken from spacecraft Apollo 17. A spacecraft sent to the moon captured this perplexing photo, which was initially too bright to see, but with some adjustments in the exposure, a pyramid-like structure became visible in the background. This strange finding has left everyone baffled and wondering what NASA photographed. Well, because NASA's a bunch of bullshit, so we know what they photographed was crap. Could it be a sign of an advanced civilization that exists beyond Earth? Now, where was this picture taken, though? Was it taken on the moon? It's just in space? Just a pyramid floating in space? I don't know. I guess that's what it's saying. Taken from Apollo, it was a spacecraft sent to the moon. So yeah, I guess it was just a pyramid floating in space, So of course it's not. I mean, I'm sure it's easy. You probably go to Egypt, you take this picture, you grain it all up, and you go, oh, there's a pyramid floating in space. Go trust the science. I follow the science. Believe in the science. Nature's revenge. Man falls into a cactus bed. What is this? Look! Oh my God! Look at this guy, covered in cacti. Poor guy. Look at this. So I don't know. This is, again, they're saying these are mysterious photos that cannot be explained by science. I don't know, what is there not to explain? He fell on the cactus. He's all left up, and they're going to have to take their time a little bit to. Remember the movie Creepshow? Was it Creepshow when the asteroid collapsed or whatever, and he went in, he touched it, and then it was green, and then he started growing. He started growing green, like all, out of his hands. And, he basically grew into a plant, like his whole body turned into like a plant until he killed himself. And I remember when he was like checking himself, I guess he checked his genitals and he went, oh no, not there. But his whole body was turning into a plant. And that's what's going on with this guy right here. Okay, what we got? We got two more, this one and one more. All right. What we got here? Ghostly presence discovered in staircase of London's National Museum. So you see there, this ghostly presence along the steps. I mean, a lot of people have photographed the ghosts. It's the same thing over and over again with that. Let's see. This is the last one. What does this one show? Creepy encounter in the woods. The forest can be a creepy place, especially when the sun sets and a heavy fog lingers. Movies have taught us that nothing good comes from taking pictures in the mist, but that didn't stop these teens from posing for a snap in the woods. But they look in the photo, they were in shock, lurking in the background, an eerie, dark figure watching them. Let's see here. Where is the eerie, dark figure watching them? Oh, I see it. Oh, back there in the, next to the, if you look to the right a little bit, there's the guy on the right, and then you look to the right a little bit more, and in the background under that smaller tree appears to be someone watching them. But they are out in the woods. I don't know what state they were in. I have seen the movie Deliverance. It could very easily just be ding, 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 right? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause here for some mysterious photos that science can't explain because they just rather not explain them. They rather make shit up instead of explaining something. Oh, man, that was kind of fun, right? For something different, I thought. We kind of go through and see what they're talking about out there. I love going through MSN because, I mean, it's really just the most dumbed down crap, but it still was fun. And that's what we do here on Operation Status Quo. We observe the status quo. MSN is way beyond the status quo. It's an insultingly so status quo. And so that's the kind of crap they put out there to try to make people, oh, we don't know what's going on in our world. Trust the science. But science can't explain this and science can't explain that, and I think it's pretty funny that at the end of the day it's just hilarious. For the stuff that they're trying to say they can't explain, it's actually easier to explain than the stuff that they try to explain, right? So, all the bullshit they put in place to try to make us believe the stuff that we know is not true, but they can't explain some of this simple stuff, which is kind of interesting to me. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it today for here on Operation Status Quo. Fotomat that, so we're, Fotomat would have loved to have developed some of those pictures back in the day. So I want to thank you so much for being here. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and drop some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget, you're welcome to be here anytime as a guest, or just drop comments or ideas of what kind of topics you'd like to see discussed here. This is an open forum place for us to gather, be together, share ideas, observe the world, and just go with the flow and not get upset and know that we're all in this together. And beautiful, positive times are coming forward, and we should just enjoy them, right? So, okay. Anyway, that's it. I'm Pete Palma. This is Operation Status Quo. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, send this out, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. God bless each and every one of you. See you again tomorrow. Operation Status Quo disengaged.
Boulevard of 10 short blocks.